Hi, I'm Jason Miles, and I am a producer, I'm a keyboard player, musical conceptualist, arranger, musical director, jack of all trades in which you have to be in the music business in 2016. I've been doing this now for over 40 years. I've worked with many, many artists and have collaborated with many artists, and I've learned a lot of things over the decades of collaboration. I mean, it sounds like an easy concept of just getting in a room and playing with each other, and that's a collaboration. But, these days it goes way beyond that and everything. I mean, there's a certain kind of feeling that you're going to get when you're with somebody and collaborating. And I always say, collaborate with somebody who's even a better musician, an artist, or writer, or whatever than you are, because you're going to learn a lot more from them, and they'll learn some stuff from you as well. But the reality is that collaborations, are not easy, and you have to put yourself in a certain place. It's a very give, and it's a very give and take, as you're giving your ideas and the other person is giving their ideas. And where does the whole thing come out at the end? Well, who's going to be the one actually to start the collaboration? And that's how I usually find that things go a lot of times, that I might have an idea, and it might be a little idea. And then when I start that little idea, all of a sudden the other person can come in and they'll have an idea. And then all of a sudden we start going back and forth on it. And as you keep on going back and forth on it, you keep on refining the idea until you really get to that place where you both feel, wow, we have this amazing idea together. And then you put it to the side, and then you start another idea. Now, this is just how I do it and everything. But let's face it, in the age that we're at right now, and in the age where computers are, there aren't people sitting in the room anymore collaborating. That's why I really encourage younger musicians to try to do that and not try to just do stuff online with each other, that they need to try to get together and try to go and create real-time collaborations with each other. I think as the future goes on, we're going to see interesting things happen. We're going to be able to do Skype collaborations with each other, where we can do things in real time with each other. We'll have computer programs that'll be able to go back and forth with each other in real time so we could collaborate with each other. And these are things that are coming into the future that I think we're going to be seeing very, very soon, if not even already. But one of the other things that I find really, really important about collaborating is that you have got to take care of what you put into the situation. That is that never leave a situation until it's really defined as to who did what and who did this and who's getting what percentage of what and who's getting what percentage of the song. It's very, very important, because relationships have been put into stronger positions because you took care of business. And it's also ruined many, many friendships over the years because business wasn't taken care of. And when you had a collaboration, the defining roles weren't defined at the end. Something very, very important to do. Because when you take care of your business the right way, people come back for more and they want to work with you more because they know the situation will be fair. Never leave a situation with a collaboration without knowing who did what, who participated, and how much you're dividing a song or a part or whatever between, because it's going to be important. It may not seem important at that moment because you're so happy everything has gotten done and it really sounds great, but as it goes down the road, the meaning of it and the importance of it will reveal itself to you. And that's what I tell people. Never just go and continue on. Make your role defined. It's also really, really good, I find, that, as I said before, who comes up with the idea. Now, another good thing is to sit and just jam with people. And when you jam with people a lot of times, and you, of course, always record it. Always record whatever you are doing, whether it's on a little phone or whether it's what. Never let that go, because you will never get back that same feeling again, ever. And you'll never remember what you played again, ever. This has been in the history of man and time. Nobody's ever remembered really what they played unless they wrote it down. And also these days, to be able to record it on your phone, you're able to capture that feeling that you had, because half of it is the feeling of the part that you're putting down together and what you created together. So I just feel that, I'm always open to collaborations, but I always want to be with somebody that has something to offer. I can tell in a minute if somebody is going and I'm working with them and they're counting mostly on me to come up with stuff and not them. And it's a very touch and go a lot of times, but if you're in there and you're feeling it, you keep on going and you keep on getting to those spaces where like you feel there's something really going on between the two of you. Now, I want to say something about online collaborations. It's a lot more difficult to figure out what's going on and who did what because you're not doing it in real time. There's a lot of times that I will go and I will send somebody a part and they'll come back and that part will include melodic content to it or stuff, and I got to figure out, wow, I didn't ask for this, but they gave me this and it's really improving the song. So that's another thing you have to figure out as about when you do online collaborations, who goes and contributes to the different parts of the songs and what they're going to get and everything. But I think the key to these days is to try to go and collaborate in real time with people. Try to get in a room with somebody to play because you're only going to grow from there and you're only going to get more out of the situation. And then as you learn to work with each other, then online collaborations become even easier because the roles are defined at that point. I really don't have that much more to say about the situation. I wish that there was, that I could come up with and give more insight, but I think in just a shorter amount of time, I've given you some insight into the way that I do it and into the way that I think you should do it. That one, you'll get something accomplished. Two, you won't get hurt in business. And three, you'll be able to go and continue to establish relationships with other musicians. Thank you. And I'm glad I took part of this, and thank you to Kevin Amos for asking me.